Hi, it's Neve of the Stay-at-Home Family, and Freedom Week continues this week. Apparently, the wind near my house is feeling very, very free today. Actually, there's this weird whistling sound. I can't quite figure out what's causing it. It's quite musical, actually. So if you hear that in the background, that's the wind wanting to play a part. But today on Freedom Week, we are talking about freedom to find empowering environments. We actually started out within the Rebels calling this freedom from disempowering environments. And Katrina, who's actually hosting our Rebel TV episode today, put her hand up and was like, hang on, I just don't like the word disempowering. Who wants to use that? And so we're flipping it over and saying freedom to find empowering environments. And this is one of those freedoms that you do not even know exists until you start to find it. And I think it's actually the most powerful in terms of changing your life. You see, you know how it's like, as human beings, we like to blend in. We like to be like the people around us. And we kind of gauge how we're doing on life and in thinking and in being good people based on the examples that we see kind of around us, you know. So we look at the people nearby and we're like, okay, you know, they like to complain a lot and they seem to get along really well. And oh, someone over there, she was really excited about something and they all called her a bitch behind her back. Maybe I better not ever be excited and talk about the things I enjoy and complain so that I fit in. If that sounds familiar, I hear you. That basically, I'm just telling you my story. That's what it was like for me. You know, when I was in my job, I felt like, and don't get me wrong, I met a ton of amazing people in my job, but there was a lot of this as well where everyone is kind of holding each other at this level so that they don't have to feel bad about their lives or they don't have to feel like they're doing any better. And there is this natural thing that someone breaks out and everyone's like, oh, what are they doing? You know, it's the crabs in bucket thing. If you put one crab in a bucket, it crawls right out. But if you put two, they'll both stay in there because when one tries to crawl out, the other one will pull them back in. That is a disempowering environment. And this can happen in your home. It can happen in school with the people who are around you. It can happen amongst your extended family. It can happen in jobs. And oh boy, right now you're like, crap, this sucks. This feels horrible. It's not a nice thing to talk about, but it exists. And when you can identify it and realize that you are holding yourself back to fit in with the people around you, it gives you an immense, immense freedom. You see, you are free to find other more empowering groups and environments. Now, you may not be able to leave people behind, you know, especially if it's your family and you love them. Now, I'm really lucky. My family are very, very supportive of me. But should you be in one of those situations where there's people you cannot leave behind that have this kind of attitude, what you can do is start to additionally add more influences from people who are positive, from people who are creating what you want to create in life. You know, part of it starts with just, you know, subscribing to my YouTube channel. You can see a positive video every day from someone who believes in you, because I believe that anyone can create what they want in life. I think it's about making a decision and then stepping into it with a little bit of courage and finding the other people who are going to support you in it. And I'm one of those people, you know, so just in watching this video, now you have one person on your side who believes that you can have what you want in life. Now look for the other people. Do you know what's really interesting? Is when you start to do this, when you start to just speak more positively in life and speak about change and speak about the things you want, there are closet positive people all throughout your life and you don't even know they exist. There's the people who are secretly at home reading positive books and reading good mindset stuff and wishing that they could find other people in their life that are interested in this stuff, and they didn't even know that you were. This happened to me an enormous amount of times. I had this just general impression that a lot of the people in my life were just sort of happy being miserable. And then when I started to speak about what I was learning and what I was wanting to do before I even did anything, before I even created anything, people started to come out of the woodwork and be like, hey, me too. And lo and behold, almost everybody in life wants to do good things. They want to create better for themselves and for their family, and they want to do something good and positive for the world. So one thing I would challenge you on is, can you find people within the environment that you find disempowering, find the one or two gems of people who are with you, who believe the same things you believe and also believe in change. Then find people external to that. So find people on YouTube, find people on Facebook. The Rebels is a great place to start. We have a TV show every day at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can tune in and get to know other people who are creating big things, and you'll get to meet all kinds of interesting people who are part of the same community who share one mission, which is to create the most successful team of entrepreneurs in the history of online marketing, which is pretty exciting. So we're generally excited, passionate, talking about our dreams, talking about the wins and the things we already have created and what we are creating going forward. When you can free yourself by finding those people, it creates an enormous, enormous shift in your life, because you realize that it's not actually that weird to be who you want to be. It's not actually that weird to go for your dreams. Almost everyone secretly wishes they were doing it. They're just too afraid, because they're afraid to step away from the mold of what it seems like everyone is being. And now the rain is seriously coming down. I don't know if there's any point showing you, so you can see it. Oh, you can see my big hand. Okay. Maybe you can see the trampoline? Anyway, it's crazy out there. Just take my word for it. But yeah, so start by finding and replacing the disempowering environments with empowering ones. One of the best ways to do this is to crowd it out. So as you start to spend more time with people who are empowering, the disempowering voices, while there's still people you love a lot of the times, the influences that they have over your mind kind of start to diminish, and you can just spend the time just loving them and enjoying them without needing to kind of think the way they think. So have a very empowered day. Make sure that you go and watch Rebel TV at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll have a link for it below this video. Also, I will have a link where you can learn more about the Rebels, learn how you can be part of this community. You can start your life change right now, and it starts by clicking that button below. So I will see you on the next page. Bye.